This week's Michelle's birthday, and today we're having her friends over for a pool party. It could easily clean up in the next 2 hours. Meanwhile, Bumper is literally traumatized at what's going on here, and that he's subjected to being outdoors in this sort of vile, inclement weather. Now, mind you, it is 81 Fahrenheit. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I wouldn't have any problem swimming in it at all. There's no lightning. So, I don't... Thank you, Ollie. Thanks. Ollie doesn't mind the water. We're on the run-up to camp, so not much is happening that would be worth videoing. It's just mostly me stressing about things that people do. Let's just leave it at that. But, you know, a couple weeks of stress as opposed to 52 weeks of it a year is tolerable. And I'm not ultimately the one that has to call them up and yell at them. My wife is.
That's me.
So we're here at the Middle Eastern bakery and store, and we're gonna have food because it's good. The auto mechanic we use for the van is across the street, and we're taking it in for, you know, the oil change, the checkup before the camp run. So, perfect opportunity to ditch the kids and eat good food and not pay for the kids eating good food. They can have cereal and toast and bologna, macaroni and cheese, you know, kid food. Trying not to get hit by cars. Doesn't sit on the head very well. This is because my head is so, you know, impressive. Show it, don't say it. Unfortunately, I didn't bother to shoot video of it, so I'm gonna say it. Camp tomorrow. Today is the hottest day of the year at 111 Fahrenheit. And that's about now. About this time of day, 3-4 o'clock. That's when it gets the hottest. It's also when we took the dogs to drop them off at the dog sitter. Those dogs there that are not at the dog sitter. And that's because, as we were driving, first we noticed that her iPhone wasn't working plugged into the stereo. Then we noticed the stereo wasn't working. And then at some point she noticed that the dash lights were all on. And in famous last words, how is this car even still driving? So we pulled over into a parking lot and turned the car off, and that's the end of it. See, story over. Car's done. 2 miles from the house. I could have walked back. I didn't have a hat. Had water. Could have got my car, but it's pretty damn hot. And the problem was the dogs. I could have walked one, maybe, of the dogs, but the asphalt is too hot, and it's all sidewalk and asphalt all the way. So, well, Chuang called for roadside assistance. I called for dog pickup service. Roadside assistance arrived first. They tried to jumpstart the car, but as soon as they disconnected, the car died again. We talked to the mechanic and told him the symptoms, and He can't tell whether it's just a bad battery or the alternator has gone bad. Of course, we called him at 4:58 and he closes at 5. A friend showed up. We piled all in the back of a small mini hybrid with ollie bumper, Chuan in the back, and we drove here, and now we're here. We're gonna have to go back to the car, get roadside assistance out again, and have them tow it to the mechanic, and then tomorrow he's gonna have to fix it one way or the other. So that's what we're doing now. It's gonna be a long afternoon. Well, the plan just keeps getting weirder. Okay, so this is where the van is stuck, here in this massive park and ride. The security building is right over there, so this is streets right there, so probably okay now, as long as it's daylight. Heavy traffic area, so I think we're okay. We've taken my car, and the problem is we've got all the archery gear in here, we've got all the dog cage, which there is no way. Did I lock this? No, I didn't lock this. Let's take a look. No way we could fit all the archery gear in it. But we've got the Bose dog cage, all that stuff, and the Prius with the seats down is packed. So that's one trip. We'll be back in a few for another. Trip 2, we're able to cram 3 targets into the vehicle. Means we only have 2 more, so just 1 more trip. I do want to make sure we lock the other car. Now we're calling roadside assistance. And now we wait. This is a great evening. It's turning out really well. I haven't packed yet. I haven't finished editing podcasts to post while we're gone. Haven't managed to get anything done I needed to do today. It's been brilliant. It's been brilliant. We're at U-Haul now, picking up the truck to go to camp. We had to go to a different U-Haul. There's one right by the house. This one's not far from the house. This one's automated. You reserve it online, and then you use their app to come out here and scan the truck, take pictures of the truck. There's no one here. My wife has just gone up to this truck. It's relinquished the lockbox to her. She's got the keys. Now she's inspecting the vehicle, and then she just drives off with it. It's an interesting technique. It's got to be faster than the one we normally do. So, how awesome is that? Also, I've decided to take the Prius up the hill. I'm not crazy about it. Either way, even if we get the other car fixed, I'm going to take the Prius. But if we get the other car fixed, I'll be happier, because then I can put it in my driveway while we're gone. 10 minutes later, I just assumed that this process would be faster than doing it by waiting in line and picking up it must be. But Chuan's been sitting over there for an awfully long time, just doing stuff on the phone and staring at the side of the U-Haul. It's bound to be fast. It has to. How could it be slower? Oh, it looks like she's done. Or done with something. Or, well, here goes. And now she's given up and has to go inside the store. So much for automation and technology.